What's up, everybody? It's John with John Sports House and Collectibles coming at you with a brand new video. How's everyone doing today in the YouTube universe? Hopefully, you guys are having a wonderful day. There is drama going on in the hobby this today, the last few days. I'm going to chime in and give my opinion about this. In fact, a bunch of people beat me to it. I was going to comment on this, make a video for this, and I don't like to. Well, I like to do these opinion videos, but then they always end up backfiring. People get angry and everything else. So I'm not going to doing name calling here. I'm going to just talk about what happened and then give you my 2 cents worth, and you can take it for what you want to take it for. And it's basically the same thing that a few other people out on YouTube that I subscribe to and watch were saying, and they beat me to the punch. So good for them. So if you haven't heard, the last few days, you've got this Chasing Cardboard, which is Ty, and also Mike, which is baseball collector. And I ripped Mike a new one a couple years back when he burned the cards in the fireplace, and I was completely disgusted by that, and I made a video about it, and I think I took it down. And I reached out to him and apologized about that because I just felt like it wasn't very good to do that kind of thing. He did make a mistake and he fessed up to it, but I really ripped him a new one about that because I do not like people destroying cards, period. Just give them away. It's just a terrible, terrible look, especially someone like Mike who, is a major collector and he's part of that show of Chasing Cardboard now, and he's had a relationship with Ty, I guess, going on 3 years from what he said in his video he put out today. So that's neither here nor there. What I want to talk about is what Chasing Cardboard did and Ty, and I hope they learn a lesson from this because it doesn't seem like they necessarily are learning a lesson from their mistake that they made. Essentially, there's an episode, I don't know where it is on here, but they picked up a collection and there was a bunch of different autographs along with other cards. I didn't watch the episode, but I've seen clips of it. And one of the things was a Ty Cobb auto on some ripped up piece of paper. Another one was this autograph by The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, who we all know, huge, massive sports figure, wrestler, celebrity, actor, you name it. He's a big name. And I guess they listed that card on their eBay store. And someone won it in an auction for, I believe, $66. Didn't pay because from what I'm hearing, is that they want to get a quick authenticity of it with a photo of you. And they sent it up to Beckett, and I think it costs $10 or $15. I'm not 100% sure on the cost there. But they'll give you a synopsis on that autograph based on the photo, whether or not they think it's a possible, passable, authentic autograph. And it came back as a no, more than likely. So right there and then, I guess that there was some communication that was going on, and the sale didn't happen. And I guess this person also reached out to Sports Card Radio. And where are those guys on here? No, that's Sports Card Dad. Hello. There they are. Chasing Scammers. They did this episode here, and it was actually very funny. And I should probably I think I unsubscribed. I think I got upset with some video they put out. I'm like, I can't watch these guys anymore, but I will support them. I don't always agree with everything that the Sports Card Radio guys say. That's Eclipse. I don't always agree with what they say, and they can be very brash, like I can be sometimes, which I've definitely toned down over this last year, months, or whatever. But they're really, they will hit you hard. And they've talked about my channel once before when it was about the Panini lawsuit. They mentioned me in an article that they had on their website, and they've been around for a long time. And I remember looking at their website because they did a lot of checklists, and I remember looking at them not even knowing who they were, and then they did some other interviews. And I wasn't really aware of them until about a year and a half ago. I really started watching them closely, and sometimes their videos are very good, and sometimes they can be really abrasive. It's just the way that they are. But I think that they're definitely good as far as being watchdogs in this hobby, in this community. But they made this video, and it's very funny. They basically, really went. They talked about it. This autograph issue. they really went into in their live stream where they really just they ripped Ty a new one. And it was definitely justified, because what ended up happening was they reached out to Ty, and I guess Ty, there was some sort of, exchange between the two, and it was kind of like not the greatest exchange from what I saw, and then the car was relisted after he said he was going to not do that. He eventually took it down after relisting it a second time. It's like he didn't learn his lesson. He was doubling down on that. So then he makes this video, and where is it here? Today, basically talking about he's giving his rebuttal to the whole thing, and it's a fluff piece, a total fluff piece. I mean, a lot of these videos, they are really, really good on the production side, in my opinion, way better than what I do here. I mean, you can see I'm not sharing anything. I'm shooting on my this camera on this tablet, so you can see how tech savvy I am. They're way far ahead of what I do over here, so I definitely give them kudos, because their episodes are really good, but they're definitely fluff pieces, and it's like a show. And to me, it doesn't come off as 100% genuine, these shows, and they're staged and whatnot, and it is what it is there. But this response video that he made was just kind of like, you can go watch it if you haven't seen it already. It just gives a breakdown about how, basically how they are, and basically trust us. Why would we do something like this kind of attitude? And then they talk about good people in the hobby, and it's all the people that, are just not the greatest people in this hobby. And then they go on to discuss the issue. My whole thing is, like, why didn't you just, when you got these types of autographs, send them off to get authenticated? Whatever your beef might be or issue with any of these larger companies like PSA, BGS, JSA is another one. Send those kind of autographs to get authenticated, because those are extremely valuable. Ty Cobb, The Rock, why would you not do that unless you knew somewhere inside of you that those were not real? The Rock one, obviously, because they put that up for sale. And then that's where the whole scam thing comes in. Like, if they knew that wasn't possibly a real thing, why were they selling it? That is a bad look. So they triple down in this video here. They're going to actually, go and get it authenticated, which they should have done in the first place, and then none of this would have happened. So I started looking at my own stuff too. I'm like, okay, well, I've got autographs on here. I'm looking at my store right here. There's 61 listed, and a lot of these are authenticated by Topps or Panini or whatever. There are a few that are from my own collection that my family picked up at silent auctions for special, like, nonprofit events. Like, there's this Lauren Bacall autograph, 1970 Applause Broadway program. That's authentic. That is actually something I should probably go get authenticated, because that could turn into more value than what I have it listed for. But that's an authentic autograph. But it's kind of thing. It doesn't have a certificate of authenticity with it. And then there's a couple other ones. These two things right here, Tim Foley and Bill Matlock autographs. I was there to get those signed at a local department store back in 1980. Got those signed. Those aren't things that I would probably get authenticated, because they're not really worth very much. What I have them listed for $20 each. They're probably worth around that. This is another big one here. This is a poster, an autograph poster by the cast of this Broadway musical, The Old Neighborhood. It's in a framed, it's a beautiful piece. It's very, very valuable. I've fluctuated with the price on here. I just want to kind of move it. And the rest of these, I think, are all just regular autos that you could pick up in products. And I don't think there might have been one other one. Oh, there's a soccer one here that's signed by this Steve Wegerle, who is a famous soccer player. That I got in person at the game way back when. So those kind of things, I know they're real, and they're not valuable enough to sell, but they're not a TTM thing either. So, like, I don't mind selling them on here. And there might be one other one. Let's see if it's on here or not on this list. There's Barbara Eden. That's authenticated by Panini. And there's a TTM card that I picked up in a collection. This is something maybe I shouldn't have listed on here if we really want to start getting... We're all going to be, like, particular about what we list on our eBay stores when it comes to autographs. And this last one here is a Dale Howardchuk autograph, which I probably should get authenticated. He autographed this for me at a game Pittsburgh Penguins against the Winnipeg Jets way back in 1983. He was one of my favorite players, and it's like a terrible autograph, but it is his. So I can verify that myself. I'm not just saying some dude like Ty did in his video here, you know, wherever it was, one of these videos where he talked about some dude said it was real. I mean, come on now. Come on now. Like, again, I think these are fluff pieces that they make, these episodes. A lot of people like them. I watch them. I don't dislike them, but I know I look at them as what they are. But don't triple down. Come on now. Just actually say, you know what, guys, we made a mistake. I'm sorry. Boom, boom, boom. Just like I did when I called out a person at one of our card sales and tried to scam me over close to almost $800 of a product, and I made a video about it, and I ended up, you know, making a second one basically saying, you know, I should have overreacted, and then I got attacked for that, so I took everything down. But these guys, they should know better. And straighten up your eBay store, Ty. That's all I'm going to say to you. You got a lot of negatives over there, and you move a lot of product, and it's going to affect you. I have a much smaller eBay store, but I'm like on the ball and making sure that I'm basically perfect with our store when it comes to things. They've got like 29 negatives, which is a lot. And they're gonna, you know, they don't care, but if I'm a person over there and I'm gonna go buy on that store, I'm gonna read those and be like, whoa, wait a minute, there's some things going on that they need to straighten up on their side. So I don't know if he's even gonna watch this or cares, but and then Sports Card Dad. Just to finish up this, he made a video earlier. He made a good video, and I haven't finished watching. I think I watched it almost the whole way through, three-fourths of the way through. But he was just talking about the tripling down thing. I have to agree with him, so he beat me to the punch on that. And then there's because I'm Carlos, and hello Carlos, if you're watching this. This one was wonderful. He went through the whole video, and I think I got through pretty far up here. And I agree with everything he said. In the big grand scheme of things, this is nothing. It means nothing. It's the current thing, you know, the current latest scandal, if you want to call it. But I love this video, and I highly encourage you to go check that out and go check out Carlos's channel. And but this is really good. And he doesn't know Ty either. And then Mike Baseball Collector made his version of basically things. And guys, those two guys are our team, and they've been working together for a long time with Bench Clear, and they had other channels that were involved in that too. And I don't know what happened there with that whole relationship with other channels and showing content and all that stuff. But like, you guys should know better and just try to do better in the future. And like, you know, you make a mistake like that, don't turn into what it turned into. Just a piece of advice from me. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, my little 2 cents of this whole thing. Me personally, I never would have. I wouldn't have gone this far with it if I was them. I would have actually taken that card as soon as I got that. That is something that could be worth a ton of money if it's actually real. And I would not have played games with it. And if it came back as not real, then I would have known, and that would have been that. And whatever the cost is to get it authenticated through PSA, you know, that would have been lost. But who cares? I mean, it's not like they're not making money over there. At Chasing Cardboard and Bench Clear and all those guys. I think they can afford to get those things authenticated. Now they're finally doing it, but all this could have been avoided if they just done that at the beginning. And then nobody would even have known, and no one would be talking about it. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. More videos on the way next week. Just had to throw my 2 cents in. Some other channels beat me to the punch, which is good. I'm just glad that I was able to talk a little bit about this. Hopefully you enjoyed my little narrative here, my opinion piece. And that's all I got, guys. Thanks again. Remember to like, subscribe, comment down below, share this video with your friends, family, loved ones, or eBay store links down below in the description. That's all I got for you guys today. Thanks again. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.